Yo, what's good, everybody? We are back again for another pre-season exclusive interview, and I have Bro Shambe in the Fox Cave, y'all.
I'm here.
It's good to have you here.
Yeah, good.
Thank you for hanging on in here with us tonight.
Get it.
Yes, sir. And y'all, I know y'all see these exquisite, beautiful pieces that he has brought here tonight. We're doing a little something different. We kicking it in for the artists tonight for the preseason.
We appreciate that.
Yes, because y'all got to get out here too.
Yeah, we got to.
Y'all don't get a lot of the respect y'all deserve.
Ain't that the truth?
I don't like the fact how they'll go hire somebody else to come in here and paint things around the city when we have our own artists right here that can do that. You understand me?
We do.
So we're going to get off into that. But before we do that, y'all go ahead and get your tickets if you haven't already for the Fox Cave Chronicles reunion concert this Friday, February the 5th, held right here at Designers Grill on Northside Drive. Don't be lacking. Like Black Gold and the Max said, don't be slacking. You got to be macking. You know what I'm saying? So come on out and enjoy a night filled with wonderful performances from some of the most amazing music artists here in Mississippi. So, with that being said, let's go ahead and get off into this interview because I'm so excited. And y'all, this live don't do these pieces no justice. Like, you really need to see them in person. They are so freaking beautiful. So, Bro Shambe, let's get into it.
Let's talk.
Yes. Now, how long have you been doing art?
So I've been doing art pretty much all my life. I remember being young and just mimicking the cartoon books. That's how a lot of folks start,
Really?
Just drawing their favorite cartoons. So that's how I started. And just kept up with it and just continued to grow. And so I'm at where I'm at now. And still growing,
Yes, very much so. I mean, I don't think you could ever stop growing. Do you think?
No. I don't understand that I'm grown stuff. If you're grown, you're dead. It's over.
Right. So, you've been doing this how long?
I'll say at least 40 years.
Really?
Yeah.
Hey, man, that's amazing.
About that long, yeah. More seriously for the last 20, but yeah.
Now, this is something that definitely not just anybody can do. It has to be a gift, right? A really special talent.
Yeah, it definitely is that, and just something I've been working on. A lot of stuff happens, I don't want to say by mistake, but it was revealed to me differently than just, okay, this is your talent. It was just more so I'm trying something, and then I figure out something else, and then I'm like, okay, let me work this out.
Right.
Continue on with it. Yeah.
Now, what inspires you to do these pieces?
I'm heavily involved with music. I love music, various styles, various classical artists, and so a lot of my images are of the greats. As you see, I have Bob Marley,
Yes,
Miles Davis behind me, but I have pieces of like Michael Jackson, Stevie Wonder, a lot of the old school artists as well. And I've recently started doing some of the contemporary artists more up to date.
Really?
I ain't really disclosed them yet.
Mm-hmm.
I'm waiting to get some of them finished up before I start showing them.
Ooh, we can't wait for that.
Me neither. Me neither. I can't wait to finish them. Yeah.
Now, tell us about the show that's coming up. The 21st, if I'm not mistaken.
21st, February 21st, 911 Palmer Street.
Palmyra, yeah.
I thought I was saying it
wrong.
Yeah. 1:30. And so it will be myself, Sabrina Howard, and I forgot the brother name.
Tatman Nat.
That's it. Yeah, so us three, and Yeah, it's gonna be. I mean, I'm gonna have some of my wood burning there, but also some other pieces. I primarily do wood burning, but I paint. I've dabbled with ceramics. I've
Wow.
done sculpting, so a variety of different things
Yes,
that I do. But that
yes.
show will have just a couple paintings, couple drawings, and some of my wood burning.
I'm definitely looking forward to that because the Fox Cave Chronicles will definitely be in the building.
Be in the building.
We can't wait to see all these wonderful pieces. And you know I'm going live.
That'll work. That's cool.
You know I'm going live. Now, tell us about some of these pieces that you do.
Well, for one, like I'm mostly known for the wood burning, and the wood burning is actually called pyrography. Pyrography is a term used where you use a metal tip that's heated, sort of like an iron, but it's sort of the tools is made like a soldering iron, and I put different tips on to get different effects, and that's what I primarily do. I do paintings as well. Um, I got a lot of different styles and genres that I go into with the work. Yeah, I just like creating, basically. T-shirts. I've painted T-shirts, done a little small line of T-shirts that I've done. I don't know. I like fashion. I like creating, design.
Yes.
It don't matter what it is. So yeah.
So are you here originally from Jackson?
No. I'm originally from a city called Champaign, Illinois. It's south of Chicago, more central Illinois, and that's where I was born and raised. And I came down south to go to school.
Okay. What school?
Like a lot of northern people.
What school?
What schools? I started at Hines Community College in Utica, Mississippi, in the country.
Yeah, very much so.
Yes. And then I left there and went to Alcorn State University in the country. And it was there. So I started out as a music major, and it was there that I had to take the elective, and I took a drawing class, and I was like, I got to get back to this art thing. And so they didn't have art program, so I had to go. And so I came to Jackson State, and that's where I graduated and continued since then.
Wow, man. That's amazing.
Yeah.
That's amazing. So do you feel like artists here in Mississippi are just not a thing? Because we don't really hear too much about it.
Yeah, artists here is a thing, and there are some dope artists that's here, and there are some dope Mississippi artists that has left. It's a little hard here if you're not in the right lane, and I guess connected to the right people to get certain benefits of being an artist. But I would say it definitely takes broadening your platform past just Mississippi. I think that will be very helpful. But it will be good to have love shown to the artists here in this state. I think it's important. People will like to stay. Some people would like to stay here in Mississippi.
Right, exactly.
But if other spaces provide them with opportunities to do better, then they leave. And we got to change that.
Right.
And, that's one of the things I would like to help change, So, yeah. It's one of those things where, people are inspired by their environment, and a lot of the work that I do is inspired through this city, and like I said, music as well. So I sort of combine the two. With that, I have a piece that I've done, B.B. King, and I don't know. I like that one a lot. It's big, so I don't bring that one out too much. People have seen it.
Well, tell me this: doesn't and correct me if I'm wrong, but doesn't music and art all fall under kind of like the same category?
Yeah, well, it's a form of art. It's a form of expressing yourself. So you can do that through music, or you can do that visually. So yeah, it definitely fits under the same umbrella.
Yeah, yeah. So, I know music is one of your inspiration when it comes to that. Have you ever done like live models? You know how like people do nude,
Right.
models. Have you ever done that before?
I have in college, but it's been a while. And for me, to me, it takes a long time. I'm not one of those quick sketchers and then like that. So it takes me a while because I like to pay attention to detail. And so it'll take me a long time. So for me to have somebody sitting there, they're gonna be there for a minute. They might get uncomfortable, and might have to move, a leg might fall asleep, or something like that. But yeah, but I have done it though. I have.
What are the different styles of art? I mean, I know I've heard of like oil paintings and different things. I mean, tell me about that.
Well, I mean, to me, it's a lot. Like you do have oil paintings, you have acrylic. People do graffiti art with spray cans,
I love graffiti.
airbrushing. And then you have the lane where you go into the ceramics and you make pots,
Yeah.
vases, plates, and things like that, sculptures. And then you have the wood lane where you can also do sculpting out of wood. You can make craft jewelry and different things like that. It's a lot like that fall under the art category. It's a lot that you can do. I would say it's endless.
And see, I never knew that because when I saw that wood, you know what I'm saying? I was like, I've never seen that. Nobody did that before.
I haven't seen it either, and it's nothing that I would say I seen or somebody taught me. I was a student at Jackson State. I had a project I had to do. I wanted to go get supplies for that project, and I seen the tool, and I was like, I wonder if I can work with that.
Yeah.
So I bought it. It's cheap, and I still use the same cheap tool, but it's effective. It does what I need to for it to do. So I bought the tool, started on the small piece about 2 inches, and then I went to that Bob Marley that you seen.
Right, man. It's so freaking.
That was the second piece I did.
It took me away,
And
man.
from there, I didn't notice, like, as I've done art shows and exhibits, that I didn't see that style done. So I was like, I think I'm sticking with that. I'm gonna perfect this, and I'm still perfecting. I still got ideas that I haven't created out of my mind just yet, but they there, and I'm waiting to get to them. I'm working towards that. But yeah, so I just fell in love with the wood. I love the smell of the burns, the fireplace, and all that. Some people around me don't like it too much, but it's all right. It's all right.
Now, have you ever entered any contest or won any?
I don't win much. Yeah, I've entered contests here in the city, and I won some, but not a lot. But it's my thrill is the viewers. What responses I get, and also just the process of creating the work itself. Like a lot of them be themed exhibits. So with the theme, I think automatically, okay, I think I want to do this and do that. And so I start my creative process, and if it come out the way I envision it, then I'm happy. And if it don't, then it's okay. I just let see what other folks think about it. Because if I might not like it, don't mean that somebody else might not. So it's all right.
How do you get your work seen?
Well, I have my Instagram page. I put a lot of my work on my Instagram page, Shambe Jones. And then I enter exhibits. I have my stuff in people's houses. Close friends of mine. Sometimes I run out of space.
Wow.
So I need some.
It's a lot.
Yeah, and I'm also part of the Mississippi Craftsman's Guild. And they have the center out there on Rice Road, so I sell my stuff there as well. Yeah, and before COVID hit, I was really like trying to go to other states, and I have, but I was really trying to amplify that more. So in 2020.
Right.
But COVID hit, slowed a lot of that down. But it wasn't a total loss because it allowed me, because on it.
Yeah.
Okay. So it allowed me to sit my ass down and create, and that's pretty much what I've been doing in quarantine. Just in the studio working on, and I actually came up with another lane that I just figured out, and I'm gonna exhibit that too.
Okay, you know we're gonna be ready for it. We're gonna be ready for it. Now, do you know why we just really don't like? I don't even hear about art shows or anything around here. Like, why is that so like on the low?
I think it has a lot to do with like advertising. Like so, and then also being part of the circle, if you will.
Oh,
like,
it's a circle in the art.
I mean, it's because I know artists and I follow their pages. I tend to hear about where their shows are, or somebody might send me something that, I see it and then I go. But just for someone just not necessarily tapped into that, I guess it takes a little bit more pushing on the advertising side. Got to be seen more, and that's a barrier for some that just don't have the money to maybe get a commercial on television, or maybe to get a billboard, those types of things. And people get flyers, and that only goes so far. Like, and that's still a barrier to some that don't have enough to get enough flyers to cover the whole city. Because to me, you need to saturate the city in every part of the city,
Right.
so folks can know that it's going on. Sort of like the Chimneyville Craftsman's craft center they have every December. I mean, they have billboards, they have flyers, and they have stuff that go to your mailbox, and it's free press, so it's everywhere.
They put a lot into advertising.
Yeah. So I think that's a big part of it. And if individuals are doing exhibits, they're probably spending more on their supplies to create these pieces than the advertising. I have the same situation myself, so.
But that's one of those situations where you're like, okay, do I get the supplies or do I, spend on advertising?
If you don't have supplies, you ain't gonna be having a show
Yeah.
to advertise. So I don't know, but there are different ways that it can be done. I'm not saying that it can't be done. I think a little bit more effort needs to be put into play, and then just like finding grants that help out with sort of things like that.
Right.
So there are things that can be done. Just a little more effort take place. Yeah, so that's where I'm at with it. I'm trying to get it out there.
Okay, and I think this is gonna be the beginning of more.
Yeah. I mean, hey, with this COVID thing though, it's sort of hindering, But
it is hindering a lot.
I've been like last year. I've been part of a few shows. I didn't really do a lot because of it, but we did a virtual show. Sabrina was part of that show as well. We did a virtual show with Cooperation Jackson at their community production center, and it went well. It went well. It's something that I think that we probably will revisit and do again. It's just every day is a situation where we're just trying to figure things out because stuff changes so fast, rapidly right now.
Tell the truth about that.
Yeah, trying to stay safe.
Now, have you ever had a moment where you were trying to do a piece and you just couldn't get it?
Yeah. I'm going to go back to that Bob that I was telling you about. It took me 3 years to do that.
Are you kidding me, man?
It took me 3 years.
No.
Part of it was because I was just learning how to do that. But the other part was just trying to figure it out. And I stopped, and I might stop for 2 or 3 months and then start back. But now I'm at the point where if I get stuck on something, I might start on something else. I might set that piece down, but I'm gonna start on something else and just keep working and getting something done, and then I'll revisit it. And I don't take 3 years no more. But yeah, I mean, sometimes I get stuck and can't figure something out, and you just gotta take a break, step back from it for a minute, and then it'll come to you. It always come to me at some point, like soon, I'd be like, man. And sometimes that's the best thing because you think of something even better than what you had planned before. So that's where it definitely happens.
So it gets done because you're gonna come back to it.
I'm definitely gonna come back to it, and I'm gonna get it done. And like I said, sometimes it's better in my situation. You know, it's better that sometimes I just take a break for a minute. Yeah.
Okay. Now, what would be the major goals for you with this career of being an artist?
My major goal is one. I would like. Well, I'm going to start a studio. I ain't gonna say when though, but when I give me a space, I'm going to start a studio. And one thing that's important for me is to give other young artists opportunities to exhibit. I didn't have anyone when I was younger to say, okay, this is how you approach galleries. This is what a show needs to look like. This is what you need to prepare, different things like that. So I didn't have those type of things. So I want to start like have a sessions with kids to let them do that. I mean, I do work with the Jackson Acts for More Arts program where we go in and teach stuff, but you know, I want to do it that's not necessarily tied to the public school system, and just do it where I think it's a little bit more free situation where they can feel a little bit more at home and not necessarily like in a classroom. You know, I want them to feel real good about being in a different space where we can like just kick back, listen to music, create, talk about different things. And to me, the conversation and art can spark their minds to a lot of different things.
Absolutely.
So that's what I want to do. I mean, that's that, and just to be able to sell my art on a level where that's all I do. Because that's all I like to do. You know, I like to just create and then show it. You know, and I want to show it all over the world.
My thing is when you're doing something that you like or you love, it doesn't even seem like work because you enjoy doing it.
Yes, and I could do it all day. I mean, I mean, sometimes I might be up 2, 3, 4 in the morning. Sometimes I may be up at 6. Sometimes it might be the middle of the day. I just depend on what I have to do, what time I have to do it, and you know, it don't matter what day it is.
Yeah.
You know, it could be any time. So I enjoy it all the time. I mean, sometimes people come to the studio just to chill while I'm working, you know, and that's all right too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, have you ever had a session where people just came in to watch you work?
Yeah, I mean, it don't be big, but it's just like sometimes a few people might come through. Yo, I'm rolling up, and if I'm up, then you know, cool. But if not, then you know, we do another day. But yeah, I've definitely had people come and just sit and chill and listen to music because, like I said, the music is the inspiration for me. Mm-hmm. A lot of times, if I'm doing the artist, I'm listening to their music. A lot of the time, so yeah, I definitely have chill sessions.
That's awesome. That is really awesome. Now, with you being an artist, tell me, there's a big difference between just painting, you know what I'm saying, pictures that are already like pre-made versus actually drawing them and painting them.
When you say pre-made, you talking about like something that's already drawn that you painted on top of?
Yeah.
Yeah, the paint part. yeah, it's different. I mean, but that's still cool for those who don't know how to draw, because I get that a lot working with the kids. My first thing would be, I tell them, I need you to basically express yourself on the page. Well, I don't know how to draw. Do anything. And then what people think art is, they restricting themselves. Like in those situations, the kids are restricting themselves from just being free. I'm not saying that it have to be a face and the nose have to be perfectly. It can be however you want to do it. And then
because you expressing you.
Exactly. And I would take that, and then we can discuss further things on how to do this and how to do that. Yeah. So I like to work with the kids sometimes. You know, they are energizing, you know, to say the least.
So is there no right or wrong when it comes to art?
I mean, there are rules, but I mean, a lot of times that's the sort of goal, is to break the rules, to be innovative, to create something new, something different that folks haven't seen. And the only way you do that is sometimes breaking the rules. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. They're studying art, like in a classroom setting. There are things that is taught, um, but they like for you to go by a guideline or to use like a previous so-called well-known artist as the example to do this and to do that.
Right.
But I say carve your own lane, do your thing.
Yeah, because I mean,
You'll feel better about it too.
Exactly, and some of the most weirdest stuff is like what people love.
Yeah.
Even like with Picasso. You know what I'm saying? Like, what is that? But but it's art.
Yeah, I mean, and that's the thing. Like, abstract art could be exactly that. Like, very abstract. It don't have to be representational of anything.
Nothing.
It could be splats, but sometimes those splats of paint creates things that's visually appealing, and that's what people are attracted to. So, colors, how the colors match up, all that stuff is important. So, people don't have to be confined to certain things.
Yeah. Now, have you would you like to have your pieces sold in an auction?
Yes, I would love that. I just found, and I can't remember the artist's name, but someone was telling me this about how Alicia Keys and Swiss Beats helped this guy sell one of his paintings for like millions of dollars, and I'm like,
what?
Yeah, and I'm like, that's what I'm talking about. Like, yeah, I'm definitely want to get there. Like, yes, I definitely want that. Like, I don't have a problem with that at all. And I have done auctions, and when you say auction, I'm thinking like on a $1 million scale, like that type of money. But I've done auctions here where people come and they bid. It don't be that type of money though. But yeah, it's been small scale auction.
Yeah.
Local style.
But that would definitely be a goal.
I would love that. Like, definitely, if you know somebody that's into some big auctions, let me know.
I'm telling you, man, because he got some nice pieces over here, really. And this is just a tip of the iceberg. I mean, what are you going to have at the show on the 21st? What are you bringing for that?
Like I said, COVID had made me sit my ass down and do some work. So the one of the pieces that I'm gonna bring is a map piece. I started drawing on maps and creating, I don't know, some images. And this one particular piece I had started and had prepared for an exhibit at Tougaloo, but it's right when COVID hit and they shut it down. We didn't have a show, so I had it sitting for a while.
Right.
And I showed it at the virtual exhibit, but that was just, a lot of people didn't necessarily see that. So I'm going to bring that piece. I'm going to bring a couple of, some more of the matte pieces, and I'm going to have some of my wood burns and some paintings.
So, is anything available for purchase that day?
Yes, everything is available for purchase. And I would also say that if there's something that you see and you can't afford it, we can talk. Like, we can talk about it. But, also you can commission me to do something a little bit more specific. I love those.
Right.
Like, people buy my art is fine, but when somebody comes and say, look, I have this vision, this is what I want. I like that.
Right.
I like that, and I like to work with that because, they can tell me what they want to do, and they give me a little bit of that spice, and then they say, okay, but do it the way you want to do it. Mm-hmm. That's what I like right there.
Yeah. You just have your way with it.
I want you to do a picture of such and such. Okay, cool. Like, but you got it. I usually ask, is there a specific picture that you want? And sometimes they say no, which is great because then I find my own that I feel like I can really connect with it and make it happen.
Now tell me about this Miles Davis behind you.
Yeah, so that Miles Davis was done 2017 for an exhibit that was at Jackson State where Miles Davis himself had artwork there. So it was part of a show with his artwork. And I didn't know he did art.
You see me? Did you see my face when you said that? I'm like, what?
Yeah. So it was a dope show too. It was a nice show. And so I was asked to create a piece for that, and that's what I came up with. And this is the first piece that I've done where I use wood stain and let it create this type of pattern.
I see that.
That was the first one I did like that. I will do many more, but that was the first one.
It is really.
I like the way it came out. So what I be saying about mistakes, like sometimes it's, you intend to do certain things, but then you're not sure exactly how it's gonna come out, and that's one of those things that happened on that. I didn't know how I was gonna treat the background, but that worked.
Man, everything falls in place with that. It really does.
And that was a nice show. Like his sons came to the show.
Like Miles Davis' son.
Yeah. That was nice. That was nice. And they were cool. They were real down to earth, And they came, chilled out with us, and we listened to his music. Like, while I was creating that piece, I'm listening to his music and hearing things that I hear people sample. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
Now tell me about this one right here that's behind me.
So that one is a close up of Bob Marley. I like creating Bob.
Oh my God! You know what? I didn't even know that. I see it now.
Yeah, that's Bob. And that idea came from a project that I had to do.
This is really nice.
At Jackson State, under the instruction of Dr. Jennings. He was a professor there at the time. He's real cold artist and teacher. And so, we had to do the graphs, and that's where it came from. So I did that.
I see the graphs, man.
Yeah. So I did that on paper first. And then when I started doing wood burning, I was like, I wonder how that would work on wood. So that's the piece I created. And so that's what I did. And then from that, I've started doing just treat my markings differently, to get the look that I want, like either using dots or hatches, same way one would use a pen. So, yeah.
That is really nice, man. I did not even see that at first. I mean, the eyes, the mouth, the nose, like all of that is right there. Awesome, man.
Yep.
Man,
It's a
cold
joy.
with it.
It's a joy. Get that from my mom and my dad. They very creative people.
Where do you see yourself going with being an artist?
Well, like I said, I definitely want to open up a studio on a large level, and just creating for people all over the world. And I would really like to see my pieces in folks' videos and
movies and stuff like that.
Pimp My Ride.
Yeah.
Empire shows, how they had the shows and they had the fly art. I want my stuff there.
I'm gonna definitely keep you in mind.
I want that.
For real.
I want my pieces to be shared like that too. Like, so yeah, that's where I see it going.
Yeah.
That's what I'm working towards.
Most definitely. And like I said, the show that's on the 21st, let's let that be the first of many more to come.
That's my first of this year. Well, actually, it's not. I'm sorry. That's my second. Today, we opened up like the Black History show at the Craft Center on Rice Road, and it will be there all month to March 1st.
Oh, wow.
And I think I have about 4 or 5 pieces there.
Y'all gotta go check that out.
You gotta go check that out. And then I have stuff in the gallery too. That they have a gallery where they sell the craftsman's work, so I have items in there as well.
Awesome.
Yeah, so go check that out. Your Valentine boxes and all that.
Y'all hear that, Donnie? Y'all know it's February.
You want something unique? I should have brought one of them too.
Yes, you should have.
I do boxes, little jewelry boxes, and bowls, wooden bowls, and burn stuff on those.
Right.
Yeah.
Man, you ain't playing with it, man.
No, I don't. It's very serious for me. It's a very serious thing.
Yes, awesomeness, just pure awesomeness, and I love it. And I really feel like that. Like I said, with this show coming up, It's gonna get a little more exposure. You know, y'all always have my platform here, of course. Anytime, it's always available. I do swing down if you need me to come on site. I'm there on the scene.
I keep that in mind now. I'm telling you, because
please do.
There's some things that I have in mind, and I'm trying to keep them on wraps right now. But just trying to see what this social distancing thing is.
Right,
like,
most
stuff
definitely.
is crazy right now. But
I mean, we gotta,
we gotta do what we gotta do.
Gotta do what we gotta do.
But we can't stop though.
No,
you know what I'm saying?
man.
We gotta still live our lives and do what we do, just in a safe manner. But yeah, still definitely plan on doing shows. I got a lot in my brain that I've been wanting to unleash. I don't want to do it under these conditions though, because I want it packed.
How you want it?
I want people to come. It's an experience, and it's not just showing a piece. It's an experience that I like to give when someone is looking at my work. And virtual is cool, but like to me, for my work, especially with the wood burning, is you have to see it visually. Like you have to have it for your eyeballs.
Yes.
And place your face on it and absorb it and then see what's going on. So yeah. So that's the goal. That's the plan. We gonna keep it moving.
Of course.
And we gonna get these other artists, like these up and coming artists. It's like we've done shows. Okay, so we've done shows. We used to have this thing called Art House, Tech House.
Okay.
And we'll have exhibit. And we'll just invite different artists within the city to come be a part of that. And we haven't done it in a while, but we're gonna start it again, and we'll definitely let you know.
Oh,
I will have you come swing by to that.
I'm gonna swing just like this here and park and come on, set up, and we in there.
Yeah, because I the thing is, like, artists, a lot of people are friends, in our community or whatever. But at the same time, it's I don't know, it's a division too. Like, it's a thing where, okay, I got to do mine. Like, to me, I feel like we can all do this together. It's enough out here for everybody to eat. To me, maybe I'm looking at it wrong, but I think it is. Because everybody's style is different. Like what one artist do, another artist might do something else. So somebody come to me and say, well, Shambe, can you do this? If I can't do it, I'm going to say I can't do it.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to say I know who can. And I'm going to show them to other people that know how to do it. We all can eat.
So, but at the same time, no two artists' work will ever be the same.
Exactly. And so that's the thing. Like, people have their own flavor. Like, they design things differently. And with that being said, what I have, even though it might be fly, it might not fit in their decor at their crib. So they might need to go to somebody else and do something else. I ain't gonna hate on that. I'm gonna try to point them to, well, okay, I know who can do that. Take care of it. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Now I want to talk about this piece you have over here on the couch. Can we let the people see that?
We can. Should I grab
I'll hold your mic.
Okay.
Y'all gotta see this.
Snap that on. All right. Get back up here. Let me see.
Gotcha.
All right.
Are we in frame?
Over more. Right here. Okay.
Tell us about it.
All right. So this piece is a Jimi Hendrix. It's actually my second one that I did. The first one, same type of image, but it was different. I had lyrics and stuff all in his hair.
Oh my God, man!
It was like
Are you kidding me?
It was like an autobiography and some lyrics to a couple of his songs just to fill it out. But this one, I wanted to keep it simple, and I wanted to use the pointillism style, which is the dots. And so, that's what I did, and I like the way it came out. It came out well, So it inspired me to do. I have another piece that I've used, a mix of this style and that style with the line.
Together?
Yeah.
Ah, man, I know that's dope.
It's what I did is I took like wooden puzzles and made a big puzzle, and each puzzle had a different mark. Like one puzzle might have the lines, one puzzle might have the dots.
Yeah.
And come together to one piece.
Man.
So, but those are bigger, and you know, I don't show them too much because you know, those big pieces.
Gotta be careful with those.
Gotta be careful, and they're heavy. So yeah.
That is freaking amazing, man. I love it. It's so unique. It's like something I ain't never seen before. Like seriously.
Me neither. That's why I like it too. That's why I like creating, because you know I was like, yeah, I don't know. I like being different. I like doing different things. So that's what I aim for.
Yes, very creative. Creativity at its best. You hear me? Awesome, awesome.
Yep.
So, for those that may be just tuning in, let them know about 21st.
21st, hindsight is 2020. It's the name of the exhibit. February 21st, 1:30 at, what's the name of that place I'll be saying wrong? Palmyra Street. Yeah.
Yes.
911 Palmyra Street.
Yes.
And so yeah, we'll be there. Me, Sabrina Howard, and Tat. What's his name?
Tat Man.
Mm-hmm. I haven't met Tat Man yet.
Yeah.
So
get the name right.
I will. I gotta say it right. That's what I'm asking.
You gonna have it right by the time you meet it. For real.
Yeah, Tat
so,
Man.
are any of these available to purchase?
They are available. Yes, they are. And anybody want to come get them, they can do so at any point. I have a studio at 121 Millsaps Avenue. It's called the North Midtown Art Center. And my studio is there. And it's a lot of artists in there. There's a good amount of photographers there as well.
Wow.
Yeah, they stay busy. But yeah, that's where I'm at. And these are available. Sure.
Yes.
So
tell them.
Yeah, I'm for tell them. Get your tax when you get your taxes back.
And that young stimmy.
And that stimmy. You definitely can holler at me.
For sure. You better do
put something down and we can figure something out on.
Hey, I told y'all I'm putting mine on layaway. I already told them. I'm just gonna pay on mine, and then when I pay it off, I'm gonna hang it up.
Hang it up. It's gonna
on my wall.
Gonna be fine.
Yes.
And it's like, you know what I'm saying, like a lot of like, okay, so like some families have like antique furniture that they pass down generation after generation, and it's used like they actually sit in these old antique chairs. This piece can be, I mean, my stuff can be done the same way, and you're not using it, so it can last a whole lot longer. Just hang it on the wall and let it sit there for your whole life and enjoy it. And then let your kids gonna grow up looking at it, seeing it. They gonna know who it is, gonna ask who it is, and you know, tell your story, and they get interested in it. It's a teaching tool, you know, and you can pass it to them, and they can keep passing it, and it's gonna increase in value.
Yes,
that it will.
Yes, that's what I'm talking about. It was the history on that thing, for real. I have definitely enjoyed this interview with you.
Yeah, well, thank you.
And
thank
I
you
look forward to the 21st, man.
Yeah,
It's going to be awesome.
It is going to be nice. It's going to be nice.
Man, shout out to my girl, Bonetta Williams, man, because she was the one who put me on to you.
She came through and to the studio. She came to the studio and seen the work and asked me to be part of the show, and I was glad to do so. So, yeah, appreciate it, and big ups to her. Awesomeness.
Now, what words of encouragement would you say to an up-and-coming artist that's trying to do what you were doing?
Yeah, don't stop. There are going to be times where you feel you're not getting the respect. Research and practice and improve your skill and your craft. And like I say, just don't stop. Keep doing it. And, it'll grow. It's a passion for me. So, it's something that I really love. So if it's a passion for you, just keep doing it. I mean, I've been told a lot of stuff, lost some shows, to other people
man.
that I felt I should have won. And I remember one time I let it discourage me, and I didn't participate the next year. But I was like, I can't do that. I got to get back in the game to have a chance. And then that next year, I got second place, which was better than the last time.
Right.
So it's just about keeping going. You got to keep forward with it. You got to keep it moving.
Now, do you have the support of your family with this?
Absolutely. Like, okay, so my mom, my mom and my dad are creatives. Period. Like. Designers.
Really? Your mom and your dad?
Because my mom like sews clothes, right? And she was doing that when I was young, but then my dad started doing it. He got good, and he got very good, like very skilled. He do upholstery and cars, antique cars.
Come on, Dad.
And if I showed you pictures, you'll be tripping. But they real good with it. And I have uncles and aunts that also draw. So I always remember and reflect back to those times when they always used to help me and buy me sketch pads for Christmas or a little paint set. That has always happened. So yeah, I definitely have support from my whole family actually. Yeah.
I want to ask you this real quick before we get out of here. Do you have any original work from like when you first got started? Any pieces that you kept or held on to?
Yeah, I do. I actually have almost all of them. Like I said, I got a sketchbook when I was a child, and my mom kept it for a long time, and then she sent it to me. So I have that, and I have pieces that I've done in high school.
Man, wow.
Yeah, I have a lot. I have a lot of those.
That's so history.
That's true. It's gonna come into a book that I will do one day.
Okay, and we're gonna be looking forward to it, and we're gonna be here ready to do your interview.
And you can see the progress. You know what I'm saying? It's definitely, like I said before about staying with it. You will get better and involve yourself with different people that can give you ideas and tips on how to do different things, and it's gonna all fall in place. And then one day you go sit back and be like, dang, I went from this to that.
Yes.
It's a before and after tale for real.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely. Thank you for coming to the cave.
Yeah, first time to the cave, not the last. Appreciate you for inviting me.
No problem at all. I'm looking forward to more and more from you, and I wish you nothing but the best and much success.
Yeah, thank you, appreciate it.
And come out to the concert if you can, man.
Yeah, we were talking about that earlier. I gotta look and see what I got going on because I'll be zoomed out. Zoom meetings all day.
Well, we would love to have you.
Yeah.
And thank you so much. And like I said, best wishes, and look forward to working with you and many more venues and shows to come.
And murals.
Of course.
We got what's that? What's this? Mitchell Street.
I want the murals to come
Monument
from
Street
our artists here.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. Like like last couple of Augusts, we've held Black art festivals where we hired artists within the city to paint on the building over there. And so you can see it over there on Mitchell Street where the cash and carry was off Capitol. On both sides of the building, there's artists that we hired to do work there.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're gonna have more of that coming.
Yeah, and if y'all hadn't seen it, go check that out.
Yes, indeed.
Definitely. Well, thank you so much, y'all. Like I said before, if you haven't got your tickets, go ahead and get your tickets. We still have tickets available. The concert is this Friday, so make sure you come on out in your red carpet best, dressed to impress, to have a great time. It's gonna be an epic night. I'm expecting a huge turnout. You know what I'm saying? And these artists gonna come hit the stage, man, and we're gonna turn up and have a good time. So if you ain't here, you ain't nowhere. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. Shout out to my team once again: Sharita Robinson, Jonathan Hollins, Brewster Black, and my brother Louis James, that somehow magically has joined the team. I don't know how that happened. Shout out to John Marshall over here at Designers Grill. Big shout out to him. And y'all, season 2 is about to jump off. Are y'all ready for me? I missed y'all. I'm back in full effect, baby. Y'all know I ain't going nowhere. So get ready for an amazing second season. If you're interested in being a sponsor, hit me up, send me a message, inbox me, DM me, however, and I will let you know about the sponsor packages. We have 3 this season, 3 for you to pick and choose from. So if you need some promotion, and you want to be a sponsor, hit me up. Thank y'all so much. I appreciate the love and the support. And like I said, get ready for season 2 is getting ready to take off starting Monday, February the 8th. DJ Freddie Lee will be our first guest. Anything you want to say before we get out of here?
That's it. Just come to the show and look more for the artwork and support your artists musically and visually. Support your artists.
All right. Y'all have a great night. Thank y'all for tuning in, and I will see y'all Friday right here at Designer's Grill.